right, hey, what is going on, y'all? Welcome to our ultimate SHT Taco resource. All right, this post is meant to be a comprehensive post about all things SHT Tacos. And thank you so much to everyone who's contributed already. We're linking to all the different recipes in this post, and we will continue to link to recipes in this post as people continue to add more taco recipes, okay? So we want you to use this resource to make tacos for yourself and for your family. And then as you're doing that, as you're going through that process, if you have anything to add, if you have a separate recipe you'd like to create, feel free to make an article and make your own recipe. If you have other ingredients that you come across that you think might be useful for other people, please just comment with it or message us, a link to what it is you're talking about. We'll try to add it to this ultimate resource here. So for those of us who are kind of new to the taco scene, which I don't know how you could be because we all love tacos, we have taco night at least once a week. But a taco is this traditional Mexican dish that usually consists of some kind of tortilla, some kind of a carrier for the different foods, and it usually has meats and beans and cheese and all these different accoutrements. And so I think a taco can be defined as something that has a carrier, and that carrier can be a bowl, and usually includes some of those classic ingredients like the meats and the beans and the cheeses and things like that. So, but of course, as you're getting creative with your own tacos, you can make them any way you want. So some of the ingredients that we know for sure are on the table are going to be things like soft tacos, like grain-free soft tacos, corn tortillas if they're nixtamalized, and then hard shell tacos, again, if they're grain-free. We've also got things like the meats you can pretty much prepare any way that you want. I think that's where a lot of creativity comes into play. And then also your traditional condiments are going to be things like beans. And by the way, if you're going to use beans or legumes, then we'd highly recommend that you make those yourself. We call this properly prepared legumes, and that means that you would be buying them dry and soaking them overnight and then cooking them for as long as it takes to get them soft. The reason we want to go through that process is because otherwise beans tend to be relatively toxic with a significant amount of anti-nutrients. That's why a lot of people get digestive issues and gas from them. And so that soaking process starts to mitigate and inhibit and neutralize a lot of those anti-nutrients. All right, but again, traditional ingredients are going to be things like beans. Again, ideally, we'd recommend you make those yourself. Cheeses, salsas, guacamole, sour cream, vegetables like pico de gallo, onions, tomatoes, peppers. The possibilities are really endless, okay? So when it comes to tortillas, in this post, we've got a link to our recipe for SHT tortillas. And it's a super simple recipe for soft tortillas, and they are freaking amazing. You can make those and freeze them ahead of time. We'd recommend that you separate them with some parchment paper or something like that. So that is in this resource. Our links to our other soft taco recommendations like the Siete version. There may be some other ones out there. We'd love to know about them. Also, so far we found one corn tortilla that was sprouted and nixtamalized, soaked in lime juice, which is what we want. And you can find that at different grocery stores. I haven't seen it in my Whole Foods, but there's different Whole Foods that carry it, and definitely Sprouts and Natural Grocers, maybe even Trader Joe's, okay? But you might be able to buy them online as well. And then we've also got our hard shell taco recommendations. The main one that we have are the Siete, and also Sprouts has a really great grain-free one. And then we've got links to different spices and seasonings. Siete is a really good traditional one that a lot of us use, but we've got some links to some other ones, and we're also looking for some recommendations. And then again, we've got a little bit of information about all the different accoutrements, okay? So as you're putting these things together, just keep in mind, if it's something that's new and you think other people might be interested in, create a separate recipe through creating an article, and then we will link to that article in this comprehensive resource. We've already got a bunch of contributions for other members, and thank you so much for your contributions. And we look forward to making tacos and eating tacos with you guys, all right? Let us know if you have any questions, comments, feedback, or snide remarks.